Welcome. One of the things that I have seen created with Make.com a lot is automating blog content. But what I haven't seen done well is the inclusion of SEO, metadata, and branded images and thumbnails. All of this is possible using Make.com. So let me show you how I achieve this. Before we start, you need to set up some accounts to be able to complete this automation, which is a Make.com account, a Google account, Medium.com account, OpenAI account with an API key, a Perplexity account with an API key, an Anthropic Claude account with an API key, and finally, a Data for SEO account with an API key. By the way, all the links for these accounts are in the details area of this course, along with the copy of the automation, the branded Google slide template, and the Google Sheets template. Remember to copy all those API keys to a safe place, as you may need to reconnect in the future. So now let's take a look at the Make.com scenario. What I like to do to make it easier to understand at a glance in a scenario is to place each type of module in rows, according to what they are doing. This first row only deals with either the initial trigger module or updating data in some way. The second layer is purely for content creation. The third layer is for image creation, and in this case, our branded images. And the fourth layer is for video. Now let's take a look at the first module, which is our data module. This module is a Watch New Rows Google Sheets module, but in this case, we will set this trigger on a timer rather than waiting for new rows to be added. When you set this module up, you will need to first upload the Google Sheet, which is in the zip you downloaded, to your Google Drive. Once you have that, add a connection to your Google account and connect the sheet in the Spreadsheet ID section of the module. The other parameters will be already set for you. The next module is the Perplexity AI, which you will need to connect to your Perplexity account. And this is the module that will get, in this case, an industry white paper or article URL and summarize it within 4,000 characters. Now, you don't have to use URLs. You can use topic headings and create your industry's top 50 topics to create the blog content. The next module is an OpenAI module. First, you will need to connect your OpenAI account using the API key you saved. We then instruct OpenAI to create a catchy, concise title for our blog post content. This is Make's built-in flow control iterator module. Now, iterators are a special type of module which convert an array or list of data into a series of individual bundles. In this case, we are providing an array of each of our WordPress categories, IDs, alongside our WordPress category names, separated by a /. We do this because we want AI to determine which of our custom categories each blog belongs to. We use this category within the branded image, as I'll show you in just a minute. And we also use the category ID to tell WordPress what category within our WordPress to place the post into. This is important because we don't want to have all our posts under the default category, as this isn't great for search engine indexing and lowers our chance of getting ranked within organic internet searches. Again, you will need to connect your now existing Perplexity connection to this module. Now we have defined our list of existing WordPress categories. We ask Perplexity to determine what category our newly created blog post relates to best. Then we ask Perplexity to output that in a single category item. The next built-in Make Tool module job is to split or separate the category ID from the category name. And we do this by defining two variables. The first being WordPress ID and the second being WordPress category. We ask this make variable tool to split the category ID from the category name within the value input field, which then saves our ID and name to a variable called WordPress ID and the name to a variable called WordPress category. We will then use the category name within our branded image and also when we post the blog to WordPress. The next module is Google Slides Get Presentation. And this is where we connect the Google Slides, which has the branded image template within it. Again, you can upload that from the zip you downloaded to your Google Drive. The next Make Tool module simply changes the category name into a slug or URL format, which we use to fetch our branded image from, in this case, the WordPress media library. The Google Slide Upload Image module is connected by the presentation ID to the branded image template you uploaded earlier. And we tell Make to get the corresponding category branded image from the WordPress media library and upload that image to the presentation template within Google Slides, replacing the holding image. Now you will need to create your own branded images for each of your WordPress categories and name each image with the corresponding category, name or slug, then upload them all to your WordPress media library. This Make tool is a sleep module, and the reason we do this is to make sure that the image has time to be uploaded. This Google Slides module creates a template slide and then inserts the title of the blog and also the category of the blog into our branded image template within Google Slides. The values are already set within the Google Slide template and are automatically added as fields to this module. In this case, we insert the category text and also the title we created in the earlier modules. Leave the image value blank as we have already inserted our branded image from WordPress. The Google Slides Get Thumbnail module simply gets the image with the blog title and category inserted from our Google Slides template. The next HTTP module gets that image and provides a usable URL which we need to be able to upload to our WordPress media library. So now we use a WordPress Create Media module to upload the branded image with alt text, caption, and a description to our WordPress media library ready to be used within our blog posts. This HTTP module is rather clever in that we employ the data for SEO API search service, which will analyze our blog and search YouTube for videos that are specifically about the blog content. The next ChatGPT module then returns a YouTube video with the most views created within the last 2 months and provides us with a URL of that video, which we will embed. The next ChatGPT module creates a URL slug of our blog title, ready to use for the blog URL. Then the next Anthropic Claude module will take the title and extract the best 4 keywords, which will be used for our metadata focus keywords. Then the next ChatGPT module will analyze the blog, create a meta description, and also use the 4 keywords we defined in the previous module. The next ChatGPT module creates a meta excerpt using the blog content and also the 4 focus keywords we defined earlier in the Anthropic Claude module. Okay, now back to creating our blog post itself. In this Anthropic Claude module, it needs to summarize the blog post and include questions and explanations and provide valuable insights for the reader. Then we also define, through the use of a user role, how the blog needs to be formatted, the tone of the post, and where to place our YouTube video and our call to action at the bottom of the blog. You can add any type of call to action, even include a marketing banner. And finally, we create a WordPress post and insert all the content, metadata, and image we created in the previous modules. As you can see, within this module, I have already inserted the links to the previous module's data and also the meta names and values for you. The next Perplexity module creates our podcast script, and we use the podcast script within our Automation Podcasts mini course, which you can find within our free community, incommonhumans.com. The next Google Slides delete slide module does just that. It then deletes the branded image we created earlier. The reason we do this is simply to keep that Google Slides template clean and small in size. We update the rest of the technical metadata within this WordPress update blog module. The reason we do this is that I find that the scenario sometimes will fail at the creation phase, and splitting the creation of the blog into two modules seems to stop that from happening. The Google Sheets update module then updates our blog summary list with the WordPress ID, blog title, location of the blog within our WordPress website, date it was created, and the podcast script that was created. Let's now look at the medium.com blog creation. The next three modules use the branded image and blog and post that to your medium.com account. The first image resize module simply resizes our image to the correct resolution for medium.com. We use a Medium upload image module to point to our branded image on the WordPress media library and then upload to Medium. Then we create the blog itself. Using a Medium create blog module, we provide it with the title of the blog from our WordPress module and the canonical link to our WordPress blog. So Google search knows that this is a copy of the original post. And finally, we define the blog post category. So medium.com places our blog under the correct category for search purposes. So now let's run the automation. Okay, seems we don't have any errors. So let's take a look at what the blogs look like. Here's the WordPress blog. As you can see, we have our branded image with category and title inserted, and a well-formatted blog post with our top-ranked YouTube video inserted, and also our CTAs at the bottom of the post with links. Let's look at the meta. We have the focus keywords, the title, the description, and the excerpt, all inserted and ready to be indexed by search engines. And here is the medium.com post. And again, we have our branded image, the blog post well formatted, and our CTAs at the bottom of the post. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.